Hello, everybody, and welcome back to DIY Sewing with Simply Ola. Today, I'll be showing you how to draft a basic body pattern. Okay, so there I was just trying to show you the measurement you're going to be needing for this pattern drafting. Okay, so I went ahead to measure my shoulder to shoulder, which is my shoulder divided by two. My shoulder from right to the left. So I try to put a little bit of information on the screen for you. Just go through it. That will explain what I was doing there. So I basically measure my shoulder to shoulder and I divide it by two. And I placed it on a paper, and that is exactly what I was doing there. Okay, so measure your shoulder to shoulder. Okay, divide it by two. Okay, and mark it down. Place it straight on your paper and mark it down. Then I went ahead to input my neck measurements. Okay, so there I'm doing 3 inches by 3 inches, depending on how wide you want your neckline to be. In this case, I'm just doing 3 by 3 inches. Okay, so I inputted it on that left side. Okay, 3 by 3. Okay, so go ahead and do the same thing. All right, and from there I came down with 1 inch, from down my shoulder slope. Okay, remember, I divide my shoulder by two and I inputted it there. Then I came down, sorry, with 1 inch. I came down by 1 inch, so to have that shoulder slope. Okay, so the purpose of that shoulder slope is because our shoulder is not straight, so it needs to be slant down a bit, and that is exactly what I did there. So from that my 9 inches, which is my shoulder to shoulder divided by two, I came down by 1 inch to get that shoulder slope. Okay, and I was just ruling out my neckline there. Okay, so there I was trying to place my upper chest line. Okay, how do you get your upper chest line? There are two ways to get it. You can use your armhole round measurements, okay, or you can use your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. That is the bust circumference, your bust round. When you measure the upper part of your body, divide it by 6 and add 1.5 to it. That will give you your upper chest line, which is what I did there. Okay, so I inputted my upper chest line representing, in this case, my armhole. Then I went further to input my under bust. Under bust is my measurement from shoulder directly to my bust, to under my bust. Okay, you will position your tape from the middle of your shoulder, take it to the bigger part of your bust and bring it under your bust. Apparently, if you wear bra, it will stay directly under your bra. Okay, and from there I went ahead to measure it down to my waistline. Okay, so how to get your waistline? Just place your tape from your shoulder and take it down to your navel area. Okay, your navel area. All right, so that is your waistline. Then for you to know your natural waistline, on that navel area you come up with 2.5 inches. Take for example, if you are sewing skirt and blouse, or you are joining a dress, you cannot use your waistline because it will be too low. So you will come up with 2.5 inches from that navel area. Then from there you can position your tape to measure your waistline. So I was just there. I've finished doing all my straight line and I'm doing my horizontal line. Okay, I was doing my horizontal line there. So my straight line started with my shoulder to upper bust, then upper bust to under bust, then from there to waistline, which is my navel area, and to my hip line. Okay, some people use 10 plus 6 plus 8, but I always want people to measure people because our body is different. So the standard is 10 plus 6 plus 8. Okay. But just in case if you are working with somebody that is shorter or taller, you cannot use that standard. Okay, so just go ahead, measure their bust round divided by 6 plus 1 inches, 1.5 inches, sorry, and take it down to under their busts. Okay, from under their bust, take it down to their navel area. Then from their navel area, take it down to the biggest part of their butt. Okay, in most cases, it's always plus 7 inches from their navel area or 8 inches, depending on the individual. Okay, so after you put in that straight line, just go ahead and do your horizontal line, and that is exactly what I did there. You can see the straight line. Okay, those are my horizontal line. Okay, representing my upper bust, under bust, waistline, and hip line. Okay, so go ahead and do the same thing. So there I was just dividing my armhole into two. Okay, I go ahead and find the middle point of your armhole. This will be needful when we are doing our darts. And after finding the middle point, okay, you go in by half an inch, go in, not out, go inward by half an inch, and that is exactly what I was doing there. Okay, find the middle point of your armhole. Okay, middle point is you divide whatever you get on that armhole, which is that line that represents your armhole that lie on top of your upper chest. Find the middle point of it, which is divided by 2, and go inward. Just mark that middle and go inward by 5. I mean, by half an inch, sorry, by half an inch, okay? And connect that line. Connect the line. That is exactly what I was doing there. Connect the line to that point, okay? And you use your cuff roller to get the cuff, okay? So for the cuff, you can do 2 inches, 1.5, depending, but in this case, I think I did 2 inches, okay? And just connect it. And that will represent your front, okay? And the reason why you have to do this is because from the front we are more bigger than the back. So in order for us to have that room, so that is why you have to differentiate from the front and differentiate this from the front and the back. Okay, I can't get the word out. Okay, there I was just doing the other one, which is the back measurement. So I placed my ruler on the same spot. Okay, and this time around, I don't have to move it inward or outward. I just placed it on that same spot, okay, and I connected to the straight line and I did the curve line, okay. So that differentiates my front to the back. All right, you will understand this when I'm cutting it. Then I just went ahead to make all the line visible, okay. So that is exactly what I was doing there. Then I went ahead to impute the neck, okay, neck. So I was trying to do my back neck there, which is in this case um I did one by three. 1 by 3, you can do 2 by 3, 2 inches by 3. Okay, but I decided to do 1 inches by 3 inches, which is 1 inches in width and 3 inches in height. Okay, so and for the neck, I mean for the front, I did 3 by 3. Okay. So in total, the total length of this is 25. For me, is 25, but your might be differ. Okay. Here, I'm just trying to impute my bust circumference. And what is the bust circumference? It simply means your bust round. Like I said, this video is, beginner friendly. So your bust circumference is your bust round, and you are going to place that measurement on under the bust, not on top of there is two lines there. You can see the upper one, no. So you are going to place that measurement on the other bust. So I was just trying to show you. In this case, my own bust is 42. So I went ahead to divide that by 4. Okay, I divided it by 4. right? And I added 1 inches to it for the sewing allowance. Okay, so go ahead and divide your bust round, measure your bust round, bust circumference, and divide it by 4 and add 1 inches to it and place it, on that bust line, which is under bust line. Place it there. Okay. So the second measurement now is my um waistline. Sorry, I was trying to calculate my waistline there. Okay, so my waist divided by 4. Okay, and I added 2 inches to it. That 2 inches is going to be for my dart and my sewing allowance. So I added 2 inches to my waistline and I inputted it there. Then for the hip, I divide my hip by 4. I divide my hip by 4 and I added 1 inches to it. So that's what I did there. Okay. Then there I was just connecting all the lines together, all the lines together. Remember, I divide uh, three lines, not 4. Okay. I divided 3 lines, which is first line is my under bust. Okay, which represents my bust area, my bust circumference. Second line is my waist, okay, which represents my waist circumference. And third line is my hip, which represents my hip circumference. There, I was just inputting my nipple to nipple. Remember, during the last video, we measure our nipple by nipple. Nipple by nipple is just simply you measure from one nipple to another. In this case, mine is 9. I divided it by 2 and that gave me 4.5 and I was just inputting the 4.5 there. This will be needful if we are doing our darts or maybe you are doing corsets and all that. So that is why this is very, very useful. And I went ahead to create a straight line to connect all the 4.5 together. Okay, because that is where I will be inputting my darts. All right. So I was just trying to input my dart there, okay? So for us to input the dart, you come down to the waistline. That waistline, remember we added 1 inches to our waistline measurement. So you are going to divide that 1 inches by 0. 0.5 on each side. So 0.5 on your right side and 0.5 on your left side, okay? And you go ahead and come down by 1 inch under the bust line. You come down by 1 inch under the bust line after inputting that half an inch, and that is exactly what I was doing there. Okay, you're going to come down by 1 inch under the bust. Okay, and just mark it. Once you come down there, just mark it. If you follow what I'm saying critically, you will get everything perfectly well. Like I said, this is a beginner friendly tutorial. Okay, then you go to your waistline. In this video, I came up by 2 inches, but to be honest, you can do 1 inches or even half an inch. Okay, depending on how you want how long you want your dart to be. In this video, I came up by 2 inches on my hip line, right? I mean, I came up here, but you can do 1 inches or half an inch, okay? So, and just go ahead to connect all the lines together as I was doing in this video, all right? Just connect all the lines together. And that is your dart done for the front. Then for the back, okay, before that, I went ahead to cut cut out because I folded the paper into two. So I cut out the back first, okay, and that is exactly what I was doing there. Look critically, look at just take time to look at the way I was cutting this, all right, so that you don't cut the front instead of the back. So just follow through, okay. So I went ahead to cut the back first. You can just put a notch or a mark there to differentiate the back from the left. Okay, I mean to differentiate the back from the front. Sorry. Okay, so after that, I went ahead to to cut it out to open it. So I separated the front from the back. Okay, then I just went ahead to cut the front. Then I was cutting the front neckline. Okay, I was cutting the front neckline. Your neckline, you can decide to do 4 by 4 or 5 by whatever you want. Okay, this is just a standard. Remember, if I want to use this pattern, I can recreate whatever I want from it. All right, so that is why I just leave it as basic. So there, I was just cutting the front armhole. It's always deeper than the back. We need more allowance at the back. That is why we have to leave the back the way it was. So, and that is it. I just went ahead to add all my necessary information. Okay, if you need to remember anything, just write it on top of your pattern. Okay, so I went ahead here to do um the back darts. Okay, so basically you just do the same thing I did in the front. Go under the bust, all right, and put 4.5 or whatever your nipple to nipple is. In this case, mine is 4.5. So input yours, okay. Do it on the under bust line, do it on the waistline, and go ahead and do it on the hip line, all right, and just connect everything together, okay, to get your back that. Okay, and I just connected all the line together. I connected all the line together. So for the back depth, okay, I came up instead of coming down. Remember, for the front we came down by half an inch, but for the back we actually went up by 1 inch. Okay, for the front we came down by 1 inch. Sorry, but for the back we went up. I went up by 1 inch. Okay, because the back dart is always longer than the front dart. All right. And for the hip line, I did the same thing I did for the front. I came up by 2 inches. Like I said, you can do 1 inch or half an inch. Okay. But in this case, I did 2 inches just because I don't want it to be too long. All right. So, and I just went ahead to connect all the lines together. Okay. And that is just basically your simple easy body pattern drafting. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it. I'll be uploading a lot of video that's you find it very easy to follow, beginner friendly. Okay, so feel free to leave any comments on the comment section. If you have any question, leave it on the comment section. Okay, I will kindly attend to it. All right, and there I was just inputting all my necessary information, okay, so that I don't forget. All right, and remember, you have to fold this into two when you want to cut. Okay, so I was just trying to put that there, fold into two. If you don't put your sewing allowance, okay, you can just write it there. Don't forget to add your sewing allowance. Okay, and you can input all your measurements, maybe your bust, your waist, your hip, circumference. All right, and that is this on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you on my next